house with a door. 1, 2, 3, 4. Ready to play? What's the day?
It's Wednesday. Hello. You could do that. Make your hands into a sort of box with a lid. And when the lid opens, something inside. It's gone back in again. There's a box. Open the lid. There's something inside. It's gone back in again.
A box? Open it up. There's someone inside. Hello. You could try this. Find an old box and make a hole at the back big enough to put your hand through, like that. Then close the lids at the front of the box, like front doors, and a box. Open it up. There's someone inside. A box. Open it up, and there's someone inside. I've got a basket here, the same shape as this box, and 2 of the pets travel in it. Do you know which ones? Let's open it and see. Hello, Pippa. Did you guess? Yeah. Hello, Pippa. How are you? I'll put her in the run. There we go. And the other one is a new pet. Sarah picked her name for her last week. Her name's Gretel, the guinea pig. Hello, Gretel. She likes Pippa, so I'll put them to play together. Here we go. And this is the basket they travel to play school in.
And these pictures are all animals, some being carried, and some doing the carrying. And these 2 dogs, small dogs, being carried in a shopping basket. And there's a dog delivering a newspaper. You know what that is? A tortoise and its shell. Some people say that the tortoise carries its house on its back. Maybe that's why it goes so slow. That's a kangaroo. Can you see the baby kangaroo just there? That's where the baby kangaroo gets carried, in the mother's pouch under there. Just see its head sticking out. And here's an animal that enjoys carrying people. You might have seen one at the seaside or out in the countryside somewhere. The donkey, giving rides. Those are a bit bigger than donkeys. They're ponies. Ponies and their riders, specially dressed for going out riding. And these huge animals are elephants, and they're all dressed up for a special occasion. And these like huts on top of the elephants are there to keep the sun off these people who are riding on the elephants' backs. They look very grand.
The elephant wobbles from side to side. He's terribly big and terribly wide, and people shout when they see him go.
Goodness gracious, what a nose! You could try that. Pretend you're an elephant, and the arm can swing from side to side with big,
Heavy steps. The elephant wobbles from side to side. He's terribly big and terribly wide. And people say when they see him go,
goodness gracious, what a nose!
Boing, boing, boing. The kangaroo goes with a humpty hump. He'll never walk when he can jump. And people say to him in the street, goodness gracious, what big feet.
The tortoise goes sloppity slop. If he went much slower, he would stop. And people say when they see him go, goodness gracious, aren't you slow?
The donkey goes with a hee and a haw. He'll never walk, he goes so slow. And people say to him on his way, goodness gracious, what a bray. Hee-haw, hee-haw.
Got two bobs about from side to side, nodding his head and blinking his eye. And sometimes when we're trying to talk, he lifts up his head and gives a loud squawk. There's another bird in today's story, but before Lionel tells it, see if you know what time the clock says. Well, the long hand's pointing straight up, so that means it's something o'clock. And the short hand's pointing to 2. So today the clock says 2 o'clock. There's a bird. It's a magpie.
And here's another magpie. And the story's called The Magpie's Nest. Once, a long time ago, just when the winter was nearly over, all the birds were busy building their nests. Sparrow, he was dashing around, collecting straw and twigs in his beak, while down in the river, the duck, swimming upside down and collecting mud off the riverbed. While high up in the tree, the pigeon was gently pecking feathers out of her chest. All the birds building their nests. All, that is, except one, the magpie. Well, it was such a nice sunny day, and she was far too busy flying hither and thither, collecting scrips and scraps and bips and bobs, all to add to her collection of junk. She had a hoard of things. Pebbles, buttons, milk bottle tops. In fact, anything that was a bit unusual, the magpie was bound to collect it. Well, Magpie was just flying about, looking for bits of treasure to add to her collection, when she saw Sparrow with twigs and straw in her beak. What are you doing, Sparrow? Said the magpie. I'm building my nest, chirped the sparrow, like you'll have to do soon. Oh, don't make me laugh, said the magpie. Oh, yes, you will, said Sparrow. And if you'll put that milk bottle top down for a minute, I'll show you what you should be doing. You should be collecting a twig here, and a twig there, and a bit of straw, then another twig, and then oh, yes, yes, don't make me laugh, said Magpie. I know all about that. And off she flew. Well, Magpie spotted something shining down in the grass. She was just swooping down on it when she saw Duck with a beak full of mud. Oh, Duck, what are you doing? Whack. Building my nest. Whack, whack. Like you'll have to do soon. Whack. Oh, yes, said the Magpie. Whack, said the Duck. Because once you've collected your twigs, whack, whack, you have to stick them together with mud. Whack, 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 whack. Oh, yes, I know all about that, said the Magpie, and off she flew. Well, she was just flying around and trying to remember where she'd seen that shining thing in the grass, and then she could go and collect it, when she saw the pigeon with feathers in her beak. What are you doing, Pigeon? Woo! Building my nest. Woo! Like you'll have to do soon. Woo! Oh, yes, said Magpie. Woo! Said the Pigeon. You need to get nice, soft feathers, because once you've built the nest with the twigs and you've stuck them together with mud, you need to lay feathers in the bottom of the nest to keep the eggs nice and warm. Oh, really? Said the Magpie. Yes, 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 I know all about that, but I'm far too busy collecting bits of treasure. And she flew off. Well, some time later, Magpie was beginning to feel like she needed to lay her eggs. And she looked out from her perch in the tree and saw the sparrow with its nice, neat nest. And down in the riverbed, there was the duck sitting on its nest, all properly made and stuck together with mud. And up in the tree, there was the pigeon, sitting on its nice nest with the warm feathers. Oh dear, thought the Magpie. What am I going to do? I haven't got a nest, and I feel like I want to lay my eggs now. What was it the sparrow said about twigs and mud and then the pigeon's feathers? Oh, yes, so quickly, Magpie gathered together a whole load of twigs and then just gathered them into a hiddledy-piddledy pile, and then she pulled a feather out of her tail and stuck that on the top, and then she threw in a milk bottle top and an old bus ticket and some bits of shiny silver paper, and then she popped onto her nest and settled down, ready to lay her eggs. And that's why, if ever you see a magpie's nest, it'll look a right mess. Because a magpie always finishes up with its bits and bobs and scrips and scraps in its nest with it. And that's just the way Magpie likes it.
Now, how did the magpie start its nest? With some straw and twigs. I've got some here. Stick those on. Stick it any old how. Some twigs. Break those up a bit. Right, that's enough. Now, some shiny tinsel. That'll catch the magpie's eye. Scatter scatter that around. Now for some feathers, so it's nice and soft and warm when she lays her eggs. Put those in there. Nice and comfy. Oh, I'll make it pretty by sticking some ribbon all around it. Oh, it's looking really messy, isn't it? It's very colourful. Yes. Now, she likes selecting milk bottle tops. So I'll scatter those on. There. Some here, bottom of the nest. A bit more here. And I shall put some streamers all over it, so it looks really messy. Then she'll feel happy. Here we have another magpie's nest.
You could try collecting some of these things, like milk bottle tops or pebbles. Pebbles like this, you can get them from the beach or river, side of a river. Sometimes people have pebbles on their paths. Shells like this you usually find down at the seaside. There's a strange looking shell. That's quite pretty. And this one here, that's a cockle shell. People eat what's inside these shells. Through the windows today, we can see some people who are going cockle collecting. And to get to where the cockles are, they have to go out quite a long way with a horse and cart. See them through the arched window. They have to go out quite a long way across the sand. The tide's just going out. It's what's called a low tide. I think that one must have been late. There, he's caught up now. And off go the ponies and carts, cockle collecting. And this is a beach in South Wales. It's very early one morning. There, the tide's gone right out now. Ponies and carts have arrived at the cockle shell beds. Cockle shells have to be raked out of the sand. And you see they're just under the surface of the sand. Then they have to be scraped together. Shake all the sand off. Wash the mud off. cockle shell collecting. Quite a dirty job. And when they've collected all the cockles, they're taken to market on the horse and cart.
This cart is bound for somewhere, this cart. This cart is bound for somewhere, this cart. This cart is bound for somewhere. If you ride it, hang on tight to this cart. This cart is bound for somewhere, this cart. This cart is bound for somewhere, this cart. This cart is bound for somewhere. If you ride it, hang on tight to this cart. This cart.
Whoa! Whoa there, Dapple. And I've got quite a heavy load to take. Somewhere.
Giddy up, Dapple.
This cart is bound for somewhere, this cart. This cart is bound for somewhere, this cart. This cart is bound for somewhere. If you ride it, hang on tight to this cart.
This cart. Woo, whoa, whoa, Dapple.
There we are. And this load, this heavy load, is bound for the pets.
Ooh,
There
thank you,
are, Father.
Lionel.
And this is a nose bag. And when horses or ponies have been out working in the streets or cockle collecting, this is how they eat, with a nose bag.
And the mice likes to eat corn and oats. I'll give them some. Come and get it. Come on. Come and get it. There. What do you think the new guinea pig likes to eat?
The new guinea pig likes a bit of carrot. There you are. That's it. Make him feel at home. There you are, you have that. And there's a big piece of carrot for Pippa. And it's time for us to go now. Till tomorrow. Goodbye.
A bit of dry Daphnia for Bit and Bot. Bye-bye.